Okay, good afternoon students. The next concept is basic DAC techniques. Okay, earlier we already seen how, wait a minute. Okay, so earlier classes we have already seen how exactly the analog to digital converter will takes place, right? So what exactly the meaning of that means? Analog signal will be converted to digital signal like this. Okay, that is AD converter. Okay, analog to digital converter. But here in this case it is not like that. It should be in a reverse way. It should be a digital signal or a binary signal will be converted back to analog signal. This is what exactly the sinusoidal way. So that is what exactly the technique and block diagram has been there. So we'll have to see that one. Okay, see here in this particular diagram there are some binary inputs are there, right? So or digital inputs B1 to B4 is there. Here not for example here it is given only B1 to B4, but n number of digital inputs are there. That is MSB is the most significant bit, first bit, and LSB is the least significant bit. Okay, so when I am passing this digital input to the DAC, digital to analog converter, whatever the signal I am going to get here is analog output, that is a sinusoidal waveform. That is what exactly the DAC converter. But internally when I am converting to digital to analog signal, there should be some process will be there. Okay, that earlier classes I explained, no, sampling and all, quantization, everything, no, those are the techniques are there. But here this is the what exactly the block diagram of DAC. Okay, but it is a n bit DAC. Okay, n bit means here digital inputs are n number of input bits are there. That's why we call it as a n bit. We are passing through this n bit DAC. Okay, and this expression is there, no, this is what exactly the voltage output DAC characteristics expression. Okay, this you should remember. Okay, next what exactly V0 is output voltage. Okay, V0 is output voltage. VFS is what? V full scale output voltage, and K is what? Scaling factor. Always it should be 1. If it is not mentioned means you should consider it as a 1. Okay, and B1 to Bn is what exactly? It's a digital inputs. Okay, there B1 is what I told no earlier, MSB bit. Okay, Bn is what? LSB bit, and it having a weight. How we need to calculate the weight means B1 is equal to what? If I wanted to find out the B1th bit of weight means that is equal to what? VFS means full scale voltage value divided by 2. If I wanted to find out a B1 value, that is B1 value. Okay, if I wanted to find out Bn means it is VFS divided by 2 power n. VFS it is mentioned in the question. Okay, if it is, for example, if it is 10 volt means if I am considering the second bit means what exactly? 10 divided by 2 power, second bit means 2 power 2, 2 power 2, 4, 10 by 4. It is like that we have to find out. Okay, so this is how we have to find out. So we'll see in the coming the problems and all. Okay, the next is resolution. Okay, so what the resolution means? Okay, this performance of parameters of DAC means some of the performance parameters are there for DAC. Okay, so in that first concept is the resolution. So resolution is what? It is the number of various analog output values that is provided by DAC. We already see, no, the diagram of this DAC, no. So this is what exactly the block diagram. So when I am passing the digital inputs to this DAC means, so whatever the output I am going to get in terms of analog signal, no, that will be what exactly the various analog signal here, not only one signal, various analog output values that is provided by this DAC. That in this way I need to find out a resolution. That in that way also we have to find the resolution. That formula of the resolution should be R is equal to what? 2 power n. So 2 power n. So 2 is what? N is what? Number of bits. Okay, so it might be a 1, 2 or 3 up to n number. Okay, this is where the resolution is. Okay, and one more definition for resolution is what? See here, it is the ratio of change in the output voltage resulting from a change of LSB at the digital input. So whatever the change occur at the output voltage, no, so that is the ratio of that to the change of LSP at the digital input. Digital input value is there, no? I told MSB bit and LSP bit. So if is there any change in that LSP, that should be the ratio of the output voltage to change in the LSP of a digital input. So if I wanted to find the resolution in terms of output voltage, means resolution is equal to what? Resolution is equal to VOFS. Again, it is a full scale voltage, output voltage, divided by 2 power n minus 1 minus 1. Is it clear? So in this way you have to find out the resolution part. Okay, next see here. Next we know what is the VFS. VFS is what? Full scale output voltage. And if I wanted to find out the output voltage, means what? In this way we have to find out the output voltage, means resolution into B. B is what? Decimal values of digital input. Here I am giving B0 to BN no. So here what exactly for this I am indicating decimal notation, 0, 1, 2, 3. These are all decimal notations, no? These values, okay, into if I do the resolution, we'll get V0. Is it clear? Okay, the next okay, for finding out some of the problems will be, just you have to remember something. Just you have to remember, this is very important. First one is see here, this one, for 4-bit system, just you have to remember this, note down this is very important for the examination. 4-bit having a wave of 1/16, always 1/16. For example, if it is a 4 full scale voltage into 4, we have to do like that. This is one example I am showing. Okay, so what is the answer is 4 ones are 4 fours are, so 1 volt. This is what exactly you have to find out. In this way you have to find out. For example, I am telling always 4-bit waving of the weight 1/16, means out of 16, 1 is a part of that. Okay, into 4, what I am doing, 4 here is a 4 volt. In the question itself is given that it is a full scale voltage is 4 volts. That's why I am giving as a 4 volt. Okay, 4/16, this is 1 volt. Is it clear? The next concept is for example, if you consider a 10-bit, if you consider a 10-bit DAC, okay, so if you consider a 10-bit DAC, that is what exactly the weight of 1 divided by 1024. You have to remember that if it is a 10-bit DAC, it always weight of 1/1024. And in the question itself he has mentioned it is of 10 volt full scale voltage. He has mentioned 10 volt, right? So into 10 volts, like that we have to do, right? So what is the answer is there, no? That is what exactly for the 10-bit DAC voltage. Okay, in this way you have to find out whatever the DAC bit will be there. It is always, it should be 1 bit to what exactly? N bit. Okay, so you have to remember for 4-bit how many it waves, how many weights. So for 4-bit is a 1/16, like that. If it is a 10-bit, 1/1024, and depending on the full scale you have to multiply the whatever the full scale voltage is there, no, they have to multiply with that particular. Okay, for this example, what exactly this, see here this line. So what exactly is asking, 10-bit converter is there, right? So it is waving of 1 divided by 1024, and is telling that it is a 10 volt full scale output, right? So 1 divided by 1024 into 10, so whatever the output resolution is, a 10 millivolt. Is it what exactly? In this way you have to find out. So let us see the problems. First problem, I told no earlier the same problems only are given here. So see here in this example, so what I has mentioned, what is the resolution of 9-bit digital to converter and digital to analog converter which uses a ladder network? What is the resolution expressed as a percentage? And if the full scale output voltage of this converter is +5 volt, what is the resolution in volts? So what exactly is asking here? He is mentioned a 9-bit digital to analog converter. So you have to remember that 9-bit digital to analog converter has a weight of 1 divided by 512. It is always, we have to remember this weight of all the bits, 9-bit and all everything. Okay, so and here what is asking, what is the resolution expressed as a percentage? So if it is a weight of 1 divided by 512 into 100 will give percentage value, right? So the first part is over. So second part is what is asking the resolution, right? So resolution means it is 9 bit, you know, you have to remember this 9 bit is waving of what exactly 1 by 512. so what is the full scale voltage here? Full scale voltage is 5 volts, right? Into 5 will do what is that, 10 millivolt is there, no? That should be your resolution value. In this way you have to find out, right? So move on to the next problem. Okay, next problem. Okay, see here, this problem, he's asking what how many bits are required at the input of the converter if it is necessary to resolve voltage to 5 millivolt and ladder has a 10 volt full scale. Okay, here he has mentioned a full scale voltage 10 volts, but he has not mentioned a bit, which type of which bit of a DAC converter is this, or but he is mentioned what exactly directly the resolution 5 millivolt, right? So in one of the way we have to find out the bit size is what exactly, we all know that it is a wave of what exactly, weight of 1 by x you have to consider into what already full scale voltage we know, that is into 10 is equal to what. So he has already mentioned the resolution value as 5 millivolt, right? So we have to find out x easily directly, no? So what is the x value? It might be that weight of that particular means. Is it clear? So in this way I have to find out, but I think so here there is some mistake in the question itself. He what exactly he is asking, 11 bit DAC means initially what exactly here, wait a minute. Okay, see here, so if it is 11 bit DAC converter here, 11 bit DAC converter, it is a 1 divided by 2048, we have to remember it is a weight of 1 divided by 2048. If it is a 10 volt full scale means we have to into 10. Okay, what is the value you will obtain? No, that will be your resolution value. Is it clear? So in this way you have to find out if it is not the weight of that particular bit or is not mentioned, but only the full scale and resolution is given, means you have to take it as a 1 by x into 10 is equal to that value. You have to find out x, or else you have to directly x into 10 is equal to that 5 millivolt, means we have to find out x out of that. Okay, so like that you have to do. So the next performance parameters is see here, accuracy is very important in DA converter. It's just an accuracy is what exactly the measure of how close the actual output voltage is to theoretical output value. That is what exactly the accuracy it means. And to find out using the formula, this is the formula where I am going to find out the accuracy. This is what exactly. So accuracy is equal to what? VOFS means output voltage full scale divided by 2 power n minus 1 to the power whole square. So n is what? It is the number of bits. Output VOFS is what? Full scale output voltage. Okay, if it is asked to find out the accuracy, means here, see here in this problem 8 bit DAC has been given and full scale voltage has been mentioned. So find out the accuracy is asking, right? So we have OFS, we all know that 10 volts, right? So it is of 8 bit DAC. 8 bit means n is equal to what? 8. Instead of n you have to replace n by 8, 2 power 8 minus 1 to the whole square. This is 19.8 millivolt is our accuracy. Like that you have to find out. Okay, so in this way it might be asked for 5 to 6 marks, that resolution and accuracy of the DAC. Okay, for the examination point of view. And setting time, next is what? Setting time is what? The time required for the DAC output, whatever DAC output, analog signal output is there, no, settle within a plus or minus half of LSB of the final value of the given digital input. Whatever the digital input there, no, that will be it is within a plus or minus half of LSB of the final value of the digital input. So we have to settle like that. So that is what exactly your setting time. This is the one of the parameters of the DAC. Okay, stability. Now we have to see the last parameter is stability. Stability is what? The performance of the DAC is not stable. So due to the parameters such as the temperature, power supply variation, these are all because of that it doesn't have a stability. Is it clear? So just these are the parameters of the DAC you should remember. The next concept is binary weighted resistor DAC. So we'll see that. So binary weighted resistor DAC, see in this diagram. So here it consists of an operational amplifier. It is what exactly, whether it is a non-inverting terminal or a inverting terminal operational amplifier, because the input is connected to the negative sign. No, so here negative, it means that it is a inverting terminal, so inverting amplifier. So if I am connecting the input towards a positive sign, means it is a it is what exactly, non-inverting. But here positive sign is grounded, so input I am giving to the negative sign, it is a inverting terminal. Okay, so see here in this diagram, these are the binary inputs B1 to Bn. Okay, so these are the switches I am going to connect to this particular inputs. N number of switches I am connecting to each binary inputs, and this is a supply I am giving VR as. Okay, so when exactly, how exactly it works, circuit works, means when the switch is on, when this switch is on, only the current flows across this particular circuit, okay, or operational amplifier. If the switch is off, means there is no current flow across this particular circuit. Okay, this condition of this particular has been mentioned here. When the switch is on, I is equal to what, VR divided by R. RF is equal to R. If I consider RF is equal to R, so I is equal to what, VR divided by R. When the switch is off, there is no current flow across this particular circuit. Okay, so we all know that how current is flowing across this circuit and all, but now we have to see the current flowing across each branch. So what is the current flow across this 2R, and what is the current flowing across 2 power 2R, 2 power 3R, 2 power NR, like that we have to find it. For that reason, so total I is equal to what, I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus IN. So if I wanted to find out the through this particular branch I1, means what is the voltage across this, voltage is what, VR, right? So VR divided by 2 power 1 into R into B1 is what, the distal input of the first branch, that is what exactly B1. Like that you have to write the for remaining one. So second one is what, I2 is equal to VR divided by 2 power 2 R into B2 plus V3 VR divided by 2 power 3 into R into B3. Like that we have to write up to n terms. Okay, in this way how to find out for each branch. So see here in this output voltage, how he has written V0 is equal to minus sign. So because of minus sign is, I am connecting this input voltage to inverting terminal. Because of that reason, the output voltage should be a negative sign indication. Okay, so we all know that how exactly the inverting amplifier works. When it comes to the output voltage, V0 is equal to what, minus IF, because current flowing in this direction, but if even though if it is in this direction, but what exactly here, it is the inverting terminal, it's the negative sign indicates negative, and IF into RF. You know that normal voltage equation is what, V is equal to IR, right? So V is equal to what, basic equation is IR. So I is what here, I is equal to what, IF, right? So for that reason I am writing IF instead of R, I am writing RF. So negative sign, why here it is a negative sign, because of inverting terminal. You should remember that. So just substitute I is equal to VR by R. So if I am considering IF is equal to I, means I have to substitute IF as VR by R in this equation. We'll get this equation. Okay, so this is how we have to find out the binary weighted resistor DAC. Means binary weighted resistor DAC, it has some drawbacks. So what are the drawbacks? We'll see here. These are the drawbacks of the above circuit. The large range of resistor values are required, because here 2 power 1 into R, 2 power 2 into R, 2 power 3 into R, till to 2 power n into R. These are the large ranges of resistor required. As the resistance value increases like this is very difficult to what exactly design purpose. This large range of resistor only the main drawback. And also one more thing, this is practically it is very difficult to fabricate in a what exactly on a IC. So for that reason, these two are the drawbacks of this particular circuit. So hope you understood this concept. And the next concept is R to R ladder type DAC. Okay, so same thing there it is inverting, same thing, but concept is R to R ladder type. So we'll see that how exactly it works. See in the circuit diagram, in R to R ladder only two values, that is R and 2R are used. this circuit diagram shown, again it is an inverting terminal, inverting operational amplifier, operational amplifier. That input is connected to the inverting terminal, and positive is connected to ground. Okay, this all remaining same. Again I am giving the supply as VR here, again I am using switches here, but the thing is I am using R to R ladder here. See here, R to R. In each branch I am using these ladders, R to R and R to R. Okay, that is what exactly the difference between the above circuit and this circuit. Okay, so the each binary bit connects switch either to a ground non-inverting input or to the inverting terminal of the operational amplifier. So here, see here, so these binary bits B1, B2, Bn up to Bn is there, no? So here either it is connected to the negative terminal of the operational amplifier or a inverting terminal of the operational amplifier, or else it is directly connected to the positive terminal of the operational amplifier. It is a non-inverting terminal. See here in this diagram, it is connected to positive sign, means it is connected to the non-inverting terminal, but internally non-inverting terminal always connected to the ground. So see here, this is what exactly it means, that due to a virtual ground, both the position of the switches are at a ground potential and the currents through the resistance are constant. So see here, positive sign is it is connected to the grounded, so but it is connected to the ground, but the negative sign here, it is not connected to ground, but virtually it is grounded. For that reason, so those are all position, both the position of the switches are at here, whether it might be in a negative terminal or it might be a positive terminal, the switches are at ground potential and currents through the resistance are constant, because of the those two are connected to the ground. Okay, that is what exactly, because but negative terminal is also connected to ground, but it is physically it is not seeing that it is not connected, but virtually it is grounded. But here clearly visible that plus sign at this particular point, it is grounded, right? So like that, in earlier classes I told one concept, it is virtually grounded, or negative terminal is always virtually grounded, but it is physically it is not visible, but it is virtually grounded. In that concept, it is what exactly the switches are at ground potential and current through that particular resistance are constant. Again here also same thing, each branch resistance or what is the current flowing across each branch we have to find out, and the sum of all those currents, and after that we have to find out output voltage. Same thing, but only thing is we are using here R to R ladder. That is the difference here. See here next, so these are the expressions. First we have to find out the first branch, what is the current flowing across this branch. So we have to current flowing across this branch is what, IN is equal to what, here VR is the voltage. You have to apply the basic formula. What is the current flowing across each resistor? Basic formula is what exactly, always it is V by R. We have to remember the first basic formula, R is equal to V by R, but V here V is VR, because VR is my voltage. So here resistance branch is not R, here it is 2R, so for that reason VR divided by 2R. So consider to the next branch, I2 is equal to what, here at this particular point VR by 2 is my voltage, so for that reason VR by 2 divided by 2R is my resistance value. So after rearranging we'll get VR divided by 4R my I2. I3 same thing, here it is what exactly, VR by 2 means at this third position it should be VR by 4, like that. At the nth position VR divided by 2 power n minus 1 divided by 2R. After adding these two, or else it will be like this, I1 plus I2 plus IN, and again here same thing in the previous circuit diagram also I told that output voltage in the non-inverting terminal is always it is equal to V0 is equal to IF into RF, but negative sign is because of inverting terminal. Is it clear? So again same thing here, RF, but in terms of IF, so what exactly, the summation of I means I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus till it goes on up to IN. That is what exactly in terms of IF what exactly the condition is, when IF is equal to I, then you have to add all the currents which is through the branch, passing through the branch. Okay, so after rearranging for substitute whatever, where I1 is equal to VR by 2R, into B1. Same thing again here, it is also VR divided by 2R. What is the digital input for this connected to this branch is B1, right? So multiply by that particular, that is B1. So VR divided by 4R is the this one, and B2 is what, digital input of that particular branch, that is B2. Like that you have to multiply. So again same thing, after rearranging you will get this expression. Is it clear? So the next concept is, so advantage of using this is, as it requires only two types of resistors, fabrication and accurate values of R and R can be designed. So here one of the advantage of using R to R ladder is only two type of resistor we can able to use. Fabrication and for the accuracy purpose, this should be very useful. That is one of the advantage of this using R to R ladder. And node voltage remains constant, and hence slowdown effect can be avoided. So okay, node voltage is always here, remains constant throughout the circuit. For that reason slowdown effect always can be avoided. Okay, some of the examples are here. We'll see that. See here, first example, what digital input of, so he's asked what exactly the digital input of 4-bit DAC. So he has been mentioned the input signal as 4-bit. Calculates its output voltage, take VOFS as 15 volt. See here, no, one resolution, two way of finding resolution. One is R is equal to 2 power n. So n is the number of bits. Okay, so one more way of finding resolution is this one, R is equal to VOFS, means output full scale voltage divided by 2 power n minus 1, 2 power n minus 1. Again here VOFS already has mentioned as 15 volts. 15 divided by n is here 4-bit has been mentioned. For that, in the place of n you have to replace it by 4. Okay, 2 power 4 minus 1 volt, that is LSP. So if you wanted to find again V0, here he is asking what he wanted to find out is output voltage. One more formula you have to remember, total output voltage always it is equal to resolution into B. What I told, B is what, it is a decimal notation of the digital input. Decimal notation of the digital input. If you multiply with that particular resolution value, you will get the output voltage, right? So resolution is what, decimal values of 0111 is what, 7. So I am writing 7 here. So resolution is what, so if 15 divided by 15, so it is 1 volt divided by LSP. LSB is for what is, it is 1 volt per LSP is there, no? For that reason it is 1 volt LSP. So 2 power 16 minus 1 is 15, right? 15 to 15 will go. So V0 is equal to 7 volts. This is what, this is clear. The next concept is, next problem is 8-bit. 8-bit is what, example 2, 8-bit DAC having resolution of 22 millivolt per LCD. Okay, we'll see in this example, we'll see in the next class. Okay, thank you guys.